Welcome back everyone to Welstopia, and today we are going to do the mapping project for the golf course where we are going to try to map out the area around the temple. In order to help to do that, I have created 24 empty maps. I calculate that I'll be needing 12 of these at start, but I'll want to copy a few of those so that I could then zoom out, and once I zoom out I will then have maps at 3 different scales. I want to have a 4x4 map. Could I put a 4x4 map in here? Well, I could, but it'll mess up my current decor. But I think with some adjustments I might be able to do a 4x4 map in here. So I could put a 4x4 map perhaps on this wall. That means moving how the fences go and all that stuff. And then after doing the 4x4 map, I could put a 2x2 map here and then a single map there. And the idea for that is to have the entire area mapped out. I can have a room, I can look at the map in several different scales. So I can either get the big view of everything. Oh, that's right, I made that the enchantment room. So I get to have a big view of everything, or I can zoom in and see the individual parts of it. So I think that would be a good idea on handling the maps. In order to do that though, I'm going to have to go around here and start mapping everything. And I think I just right click this and it creates a map here. And this area is already pretty much filled in. So I need to get out here, fill in the final bits to that map there, which is now done, and then go outside the map area. Actually, let's see, what is the center point at? Because that'll tell me how convenient everything is. This actually, it looks like I am right on the corner of the map. Yeah. But did I just get barely in that map that I did right there? Alright, so therefore if I put that there so that if I'm outside and get tardy on getting back out, I won't have any creepers coming in and blowing everything up. Alright, that takes care of that map. So now if we get the next map, well, I guess first I need to... Alright, so that's the one I've got right there. This is the new map. Good. I just need to go out this way and fill everything in. And when everything's filled in, then... That really looks bad. Really looks bad. Yeah, there we go. Good, much better. But let me go see how much I could fill in before sunset. I managed to create 6 of the maps so far, but in order to frame them as I'm planning, I'm also going to need to create some picture frames, and I notice I have plenty of leather right now, and I've got a ready source for that down there, but I noticed that I didn't have much in the way of sticks, so therefore I'll be chopping down a few more trees and probably taking down a couple of big ones also, because let's face it, I'm going to have to take a few down anyway if I'm going to create this golf course, so it's probably going to work out in the end anyway. So let's see, get rid of a few of these and do a lot more chopping down and see if I can get I think I need 160 sticks, 164 sticks, somewhere in that area in order to do what I want to do. And that is going to be quite some time in order to get all that done for wood. 164. That will be 4. Alright. 1 wood gives us 4 planks. And there you go. And 2 planks gives us 4 sticks. So therefore 1 wood gives us 8 sticks then. Alright. Maybe I don't need as much as I thought. I've determined that I have enough wood for the sticks now, but I am also going to be needing wood for various other parts of the course. So therefore I will still be chopping down one of these big trees and taking care of that on top of it. And that should give me plenty of wood for now, because I've been a little bit short on spruce for a while anyway. I've been using all this spruce lately, and it's been a while since I've done any serious tree chopping. Whoops! Well, that's not going to be good when I get to that. Right, because... yeah. Oh well. Fortunately, I'm near the top anyway, so it's not a problem. Let me just get the rest of this, and we should be able to head down, get plenty of wood, create my sticks, start creating my map room, and I want to see how things are with these 6 maps first to make sure that I'm on the right track. And if I am, then I could do the rest. Actually, oh, that's a tree that has been annoyingly not growing for so long, so it finally decided to grow. How about that? Now it regrets growing because I just chopped it down. Until I find a true home for the item frames, for the maps, I will put them here. 1, 2, 3. That's in the way. So let's see how. Yeah, definitely I won't be able to fit both of those there. I'll figure out what to do about the lighting here in a moment if this is not good enough. Alright, so we'll have a 4x4 area here, and we can have a 2x2 here and a 1 there. Good. And now to get these maps on here, I gotta remember which one is which. Now fortunately they are numbered. That tells me the order in which I created them. And I remember about the order in which I visited each one of them. So this is the first one where we are right in front of our base. This is the one that's just overhead. And then that's going a little bit more to the east. So this is as far east as I want to go. Then while I was east, then I turned north from there. Or actually this says I am right? Okay. Yeah, so here I am to the east of it. Good. Oh, right. And there I went to the north. Okay, good. And I'm right at that spot. Then I went to the east of it. And then I went a little bit more to the east. Okay, good. So these are the 3 I want there. Actually, it's where I went on the 4th one that's puzzling me at the moment. Because here I'm at the ring, and this is to the south of here. Alright, so I must have turned south then. Good, so therefore my 3 would be on the north, to the north side. So this is on the southeast side. And now I just have to put each of them into the frames. So therefore this one will go like that. Okay, good. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to put there though. Oh no, not the frame. Right, what I want to do is I want to put that frame there. So therefore this right here, I want to put this one here, 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 and this one. Yes, that is it. So therefore I've got those 3 areas, and these are the areas centered right along where I live, where I am right up there. So now I have to go out and get a few more that cover the rest of the area. Before I continued, I decided to check how the zoom outs worked, and they don't very well, because this one right here, which is I was hoping to be at the lower right to its zoom point, is in the upper left, which brings us out to the east side over here, starting to go out into the ocean over there. And of course, we zoom this out even further, or at the 3rd level, it's in the lower right. So therefore, my 4x4 into a 2x2 into a 1x1 is not going to work all that well. So I'll probably have to do my map with a 3x3 at this zoom level. And I won't, and probably do a 2x2 going out like that, and maybe the 1x1 then would be then at the super extreme level. And what I do with this, well, I'll keep this for now just in case it gives me any insights as to what to do with the parts of the course near the area. But I may need something more massive if I'm going to eventually have this, because if this is going to be 3x3, then I'll be needing a 6x6 in order to hold everything in here if I want to have a massive wall for that end. This is certainly not the room for that. So therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next mapping venture at this zoom level, and then head out from there. Let's see, this is alright, this 4x4 area is already covered. Oh, that's right, because this is, yes, this 4x4 area is covered already. So these 2 will go into the next area there. I probably don't need to. Yeah, that's right. I won't need to go east of this because that's all going into the water anyway. As you can see here, there isn't much except water there. So I really don't need a strong map for that area. So maybe I can get away with the 4x4 in this. You'll see how that works. But there's a lot more mapping that I need to do. I am approaching the last 2 areas. I'll just need to switch out this one for another new map. So this one includes quite a bit of water, so therefore that's definitely an end. So I'll just approach this way, and that'll be the last bit to fill in the 5x5 area that I decided at the end. I know it was supposed to be a 4x4 originally, but things changed. So once I go through here, I should be able to hit the last area. Well, that's an area certainly that could give some interesting results for a golf course, shouldn't it? And the last one, a little bit over in this corner, it looks like, and I'll be done. Actually, I think I prefer small at the moment. I think if I do that, I can tag the last little bit. Good. And that should be the last bit of this island. Alright, yeah, there are bits of the island that are not mapped out, but they're not close enough to my base in order to really matter. So therefore I am going to head back north, head back home, and do the final assembly for the map. Hopefully without dying with all this falling. Actually, it's 5x4, not 5x5. And that fits nice and neatly into this wall area. Complete map of this area, because we're in the center there and pretty much centralized, because we're right at a boundary to one set there, and pretty centralized up and down since we're in the middle of one and at the edge of the other. So yes, 5x4, nice little area. Now I have to come up with a golf course design that really fits with this. That may take me a day or two to do. And then I'll have to go out, blow out a second layer in order to have my double view and then get that filled in. And when that's all done, I got some nice maps of the island, which is going to be something I've never managed to do in the other series, where in season 2 I never did get my whole thing mapped out. So that's something to keep in mind, maybe for the next season also, to see if I can get an early mapping out of my base area. Now, what do I do as I'm pondering on where to build all this? I know exactly what I need to do before I actually design a Ender Pearl golf course. Maybe I should know how far I can throw an Ender Pearl. Let's say, for example, can I throw one to the top of that tree? Well, it looks like I have the distance, but not the skill. But that's one of the purposes of this thing, is seeing if I can get some better skills at throwing Ender Pearls. Now, what happens if I throw it into the water? Because water traps, of course, are going to be very important to this. And let's see if I get to the other side there. But if I get into the water, what happens? I don't know whether that was a case of... Oh, very light water. Okay. So I did fall into the water. Now, in this case, what happens if I'm a little bit short? Now, I am probably a little bit worried about if I'm too short on that. I really... Okay. That's what I wanted to be sure of. Alright, so you don't die immediately. That's the thing to know. Of course, I do notice I've taken some damage from all those tosses. I don't know exactly what the damage is from an Ender Pearl or anything like that, but I think as long as you keep eating and you don't do something crazy like throw the pearl into lava, everything should be okay. And there is a matter of endermites. I don't think I've run into one yet, but that's something to worry about. So now let me do another test here to see distance-wise. What I'll do is I'll go out to here. I think it's something like 50 yards or something like that, but I'll start out there. And oh, now I land on top of a tree. Let's see. So therefore, this puts me at 99, 21, 45, 80. Okay, 45, 80. So if I come all the way down here, at 45, 27, So let's say about 50. I guess the estimate of 50 is about right then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to base this on the assumption of a 50 toss for each toss for when I come up with the par numbers. So therefore 50 blocks per toss area, plus we'll have a final toss on a putt. I will say a 1 putt on this instead of the 2 putts they use for calculating it on regular golf courses. And that's how I'm going to define the layout of everything. Good. So therefore I'll be back next time where I will try to come up with the design for a couple of these holes. I'm going to try for a 9-hole golf course where I'll have 2 for each element, and one of them that is going to feature all the elements. I don't know if that's going to be literally true. That's what I have in my head at the moment. And if that really is the case with what I come out with, we will find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Welstopia.